What's up, my dudes? We got the first person updated on Supercross 2, the official video game, at some point. I know it's ran through, I think, a couple of different updates to it. I'm not exactly sure what all's been done here. It's kind of scattered throughout different patch notes and stuff, but I just wanted to come in here and check it out and kind of see what's going on. There I go again with that freaking crap. Okay. I wanted to come in here and check it out. So, I do believe from the days of MXGP Pro, right? You guys remember the god-awful first-person camera on that? That was all from basically them trying to go down that more of a kind of sort of more like a simulator steering, but not really, but kind of. And what that created was that almost like it had almost like a stability-esque type steering. If you guys know simulators, it kind of had that, a little bit of that to MXGP Pro, but obviously nothing to the extent of an actual simulator, a true dirt bike simulator. But basically what that ended up creating was it made it to where in the first-person camera, it no longer had that smooth, like arcadey first-person steering look on it. It had that very twitchy, like jittery, goddamn too much a little Mountain Dew last night, dude. A little too much NOS going on. A little like, I mean, it was just so weird looking in MXGP Pro. And I do believe, I'm trying to recollect back, I'm trying to remember. You guys got to bear with me. It's freaking hard to think back to how a game was in certain updates if it wasn't like a massive thing. But you guys know how Supercross 2 has a little bit of that similar. At the beginning, it had a little bit of that similar MXGP Pro steering feeling, which I think throughout the updates, they've kind of brought it more back towards like it was on the first official Monster Energy Supercross game. And I think the first-person camera, after all that happening, kind of getting away from that MXGP Pro, or I say getting away, getting further away from that MXGP Pro steering feeling and more like Supercross 1's steering feeling. Well, now that just seems to have made the first-person camera more like it was in the first official Monster Energy Supercross game and less like it was in MXGP Pro, which is a good thing in my opinion, because it was just, I mean, you couldn't even really play with it on MXGP Pro. It was just so weird. It was like like some sort of arcade motocross game had a baby with a simulator and it did not come out right. I'm talking like some birth defects going on with that, dude. That's what the first-person camera felt like on MXGP Pro, and I don't know if they ever fix that. I know they still update some of them old games here and there, but this has certainly got an interesting look to it, right? So this kind of has very, very tall up on the bike feeling right here. Just personally, from what I'm seeing on it, it's got a very, I don't know, even really, it's like almost like your dude is standing up constantly. That's what it feels like to me. Even when you're rolling through the corners, like your guy is standing up. That's what it feels like in first person on this. So that can certainly feel a little bit bizarre. I don't know if they tried to go in here and make this be a little bit smoother, a little bit not as like, that kind of make you want to throw up in your mouth first-person camera feeling because it's shaking all over the place and stuff like that. I don't know if that's what they were trying to combat with that, but it has a very, real tall up on the bike, kind of awkward position, to be honest with you. Really where this first-person camera is, that probably isn't exactly where I would put it. I would suspect, and then it like the field of view of it, to me it feels like you're seeing, like it's way too zoomed out of the front fender, in my opinion. You see how small the damn front fender looks? Is that just me realizing that, or what? Like, I don't know. Man, that front fender seems so damn small. It seems like you're barely even seeing the bike at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're looking at an 85 in first person instead of a 450. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what it looks like to me. But either way, it's not terrible. Just kind of got a little bit of a bizarre type look to it there. But thank God it doesn't have the jitter effect that it had in MXGP Pro. And I think when this Supercross 2 game first came out, it did have a little bit of that jitter effect, and obviously had some bugs had a couple little weird bugs in first person, so they kind of ironed some of that out, changed it just a little bit, but it's rideable, just certainly not where I would have the exact position of a first-person camera. And I mean, I just think we're to the point in these arcade motocross games, they just need to have it to where you can pick. Like, you can go in there and adjust every little first-person camera angle, height, field of view, all that kind of stuff to your first-person cameras, and adjust every little aspect of the third-person camera as well. I mean, I think we're to that point now in these arcade motocross games where that should be what's happening. So that's interesting, kind of trying to do some whips in first person now that they've updated the whips to this game. So that's certainly cool. But either way, just letting some of you guys know, if you want to go follow me up on Snapchat, add me on Snapchats, little Snapchats. You can do that. Little follow me up on Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Add me on Steam. I'll get you in my Discord. All that is just Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. So it's just like my YouTube channel name without the capital S and T and without the space in between it. So, yeah, the reason why I do that is just try to make everything the same standard, like a username and not a space and capital letters. But I always like to shout that out here and there just to remind some of you guys. And I have been posting more on Instagram, and I'm going to be doing more on that and more on Twitter as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. But, yeah, man, just trying to get everything going again. Kind of hit not necessarily like a wall, but just, I guess you could say a little bit of a plateau, like content-wise and kind of what I was doing, but now I'm starting to pick it back up. I've been doing everything so hardcore since the start of the year, the whole Spencer Turley 2.0 thing. I've been just like nonstop at it, and I kind of hit a little bit of I know my Supercross 2 whip video got pretty freaking big. It's somewhere around the 26,000 views range, which is pretty big for me, so that was a cool hit. That's kind of crazy how all those videos I made on Supercross 2 when the game first came out, I don't think any of those hit 20,000. They're all at like, 9, 10, 11, 12,000 views a piece. And then I go out there and do a whip update video, a month after the game comes out, and it's at like 25,000 already. So kind of crazy how that happens. Views on YouTube are so weird, so unpredictable, so inconsistent. Some of the stupidest videos I've ever made before. I say stupidest, not really stupid, but just kind of like you would never expect that video to get big. You know what I mean? Just not really that kind of video, and those videos get huge. And then you make some videos that you think, oh, bro, this video's got to get huge. It's got to get big. It's got to do it. Those are the ones that don't really get that big. It's so bizarre. Like, it is such a gambling, guessing. Some of you dudes that are doing YouTube, I'm just letting you know, don't get too discouraged if some of your videos don't get big views, because I'm telling you, it is such a random system, such a luck-based system. It just sometimes certain things catch, the relevance, and sometimes they don't, and there's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy how that is on YouTube, but yeah, guys, having a lot of fun with it. Just like I said, I was going so hard at the beginning of the year, like really getting in there making the videos, and then like I finally got past that like 2-month mark of doing videos every single day, uploading at least one video every single day, doing it literally every single day, playing MX Simulator every single day, which I'm still doing all of that every single day, but I kind of hit almost like a coast. Like, I just kind of got back in a little bit of a coasting mode where I was like, all right, I'm doing this every day. Now my body's getting used to doing this every day. It doesn't seem like, it like turned into a routine for me, It was like, okay, upload a video every single day. Okay, play MX Simulator every single day. It became a routine more than it did like feeling like I was really having to work to do it. And now that that's all my routine, now I can do that plus some. You see what I'm saying? Now I've been sitting here consistently doing this like Spencer Turley 2.0 thing for 2 months straight. Now I can really start getting like I want to, really doing more live streams, really doing more real life videos, really riding in real life, doing those videos. By the way, went to the track for the second time, and they had it all set up for a damn GNCC race, so yeah, couldn't even ride on the damn track. God damn it. So I apologize for not having that video out, but I promise you we are getting to that soon, dude. It's just, I'm happy I'm getting back into the real life riding as soon as I am this year, because usually I get back into it like pert near to summertime, and then before I know it, I'm on a damn tractor, and then I can't really ride too much. So we'll be getting that going hella epic fast soon. Literally would have already had a real-life riding video done and uploaded had I been able to ride that day, but I couldn't. They had they had a little GNCC trail hare scramble track. They were like setting it up, and it was going through the motocross track, so they had little banners set up blocking the track, so that's why I couldn't ride on it. But dude skis, we'll get it going. I've already rode once on a track this year, so but you know how it is, man. You just gotta be able to knock the cobwebs off and get the rust off before you can really film anything, because you don't want to look like a straight up scrub, you know. But when you don't ride very much over like a 2-3 year period of time, you got to get back into it. You got to have a certain amount of time to get back into it, so it can make it pretty difficult. But yeah, so I basically like hit that coasting mode after doing the Spencer Turley 2.0 every day, every single day, boom, 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 making the videos. I was even doing 2 videos a day every day for a minute, and that's what we're going to get back into now. Now it's going to now we're going to, you know, put the afterburners back on, hit that NOS button again, you know what I'm saying? Getting back off of that coast mode. You got to be real careful, because you'll do that sometimes in life. You'll like get very, very consistent and very, everything becomes a routine that it's almost like you're not pushing anymore. You know, you're not elevating your mind and really trying to you know, accomplish to a next level. You kind of get in that coast mode, and I fucking hate doing that. Even though this Spencer Turley 2.0 coast mode is more of a mode than I ever have been previously, it's still not as much as I want to be doing it. You know what I mean? I got to be doing it more than this. I want to be growing way faster than I'm growing right now. Even though this is the fastest that I've ever grown on YouTube, I still want to be doing way more than this, like fucking 5-10 times this right now, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a little YouTube update right there. Apologize, I know that's not what this video is all about, but either way, first person camera, little updated schmutz on this. Not bad, pretty zoomed out. Feel like I'm on a 50cc you know, little pit bike, Eli Tomac Kawasaki. But I don't know. Oh, damn, just burnt my ass off. I don't know if there's actually a field of view option in this game. Is there? In the graphics? Let me go look at that real quick. There could actually be that. I don't know if it even affects first person. Give me just a second. Okay, so yeah, there's not really an option for that, guys. So yeah, I apologize for that, but I would suspect that to be in some of the newer you know, newer arcade motocross games out there. I don't know, it's just the overall, like, where the front fender, it's not terrible, it's not god-awful, like, not rideable, it's just, I don't really see why it's that small looking. It's like they've kind of pulled your rider's head up, right? It's like they pulled the whole view of the camera up above, way up above the bike itself, and it's almost like your head is on a completely different rotating axis than the bike. So it can almost give you this disassociated feeling with the bike. I know they're trying to smooth it out and not make you get as much of a nausea feeling from looking at it in first person. I can understand that, but it gets to a point where it's almost like the head, or where you're looking, the camera of the first person camera is hardly ever actually moving. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's staying perfectly still, even though the bike underneath you is moving like crazy. So it can kind of give you a little bit of a bizarre, not as real feeling when it's like that, you know. But I see why they do that, but I think it might be maybe a little bit too much on that, like, trying to smooth it out and trying to make it not have, I mean, you know, when you go through whoops, your head is going to move some. Like, when you jump over a finish line jump, like, your head's going to move some. It doesn't just stay exactly 1,000% in that one position. So it can be a little weird seeing it like that, but I think overall it's okay. Not terrible. Definitely improved from the MXGP Pro days. There ain't no doubt about that shit. So either way, dogs, here's the actual goggle mode. Okay, that's a little bizarre. Hang on just a second. So what the... So the goggle mode is actually zoomed in from the... Holy shit. That is fucking crazy. Did you guys realize that? I didn't even know that was a thing. What? There's no way. Look at this. Look how far back that is from the, you know, the bar pad and the fender and all that. Look when I go to the goggle mode. It literally zooms it right into it like 20%. Holy shit. How is that even possible? Okay. So this is more like what... Okay. Now I see the kind of vibe they're pushing here, right? This is more like the... like I would expect a first person to be in the game. Whereas their standard non-goggle first person mode is more like a... I don't even know how you explain it. It's not as down to realism like the... That's crazy. I can't believe they would have like a different goggle mode from the third person. I mean, from the standard first person mode. Why is the goggle mode not just like why is the standard first person mode not just like the goggle mode but without the goggles? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of bizarre that they're totally different like that. Yeah, this has got way more of a what I would think a first person camera would have on it. So, damn, dude. That is insane. I was not anticipating this at all. But you see how much more zoomed in this is. You actually feel like you're on a real bike. You feel like you're really looking at the front fender, and everything's a little bit bigger. And when you're actually like jumping over shit, you get a little bit more of that feedback on the first-person camera itself. You know what I'm saying? Just makes it feel more real like that. That is so crazy. I can't believe they went with that option of doing that. Obviously, when you whip and you got the little goggle there, you can't really see it as good. But, yeah, that is beyond me. That oh, dude, that's crazy. And then look how far back this is. I don't know if that's how that was at the beginning. Let me know down in the comments if that's... I don't remember I don't remember them being different like that. I remember like before... I could be wrong on that, but I could have swore when this game first came out, the goggle cam was exactly like the first-person cam. It was just with goggles on it. You get what I'm saying? But this is totally different. I mean, you're actually zoomed in, less field of view, right? See what I'm saying? It's zooming you in all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at that little discount tire thing over there to the left. Watch how far this zooms in once I hit this. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You're literally zooming in the whole screen into it. That is insane. Obviously, all your UI stays the same, but it's just more zoomed in on the. This is almost like you're looking through a helmet cam on top of the helmet or something like that, right? That's almost like what this is. That is freaking crazy. You know what I mean? That's how different they are. It's like the difference of looking literally from where the goggles would be and looking from where like a up top of the helmet cam would be. That's the difference in... Look at this. Pulling the levers, dog. That's fucking crazy. All I'm doing is hitting the gas and both levers are getting pulled. That's kind of funny. But either way, that's wild. So this is more like what I was expecting in a first-person camera here. So either way, I guess they just do that maybe for people that don't want this kind of... I don't know. I've never seen that in a game before like that. I mean, it's one thing to have a goggle mode, but to have your goggle mode completely different than your standard first-person mode, that's pretty insane, dude. But maybe they're just trying to reach a more mass audience with it. Like, let's say some people would think this might make you a little more nauseous, so then they would want to play in this camera. But that's kind of weird because I want to be able to play without the goggles on, but have this kind of field of view. You know what I'm saying? And this kind of first-person helmet movement, right? But you can't really have that unless you go to the actual full-blown goggle mode. So either way, interesting nonetheless. But I just wanted to come in here and check this out. So yeah, dudes, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later.